gonna make it. You better quit, man. You get a job or something. That's what they say to you, right? But I got a question though. How you like me now? I know you swore your thoughts was gonna knock me down. Started from the ground without asking for help. Never killed by who doubted, I'm a fan of myself. Non-believers never mattered to me. Just a bunch of weak links, non-factors to me. Like a support, look what happened to me. Made me grind more, now the toast they about to pass it to me. Before we leave, man, we got Tar Movement in the building. They did the whole fashion on my cover. I gotta hold my man down. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Tar Movement in the building.
Yeah. Talk to him.
The fashion, you know what I'm saying? Come step up to the mic.
And he get busy.
He rap too?
Yeah.
What?
yeah, we do it all.
That's how we met, like, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. That's what I'm talking about.
These Jones dumb loud. Yo, how you was taking that, Luch?
I was smashing like that all the time.
We can turn them down. We can turn them down a little bit. It's too loud for you, B. You know
Yeah, Tar's the movement, man. T plus A equal R, thought plus action equal result. You know, I really and Grindhouse is the movement. That's my partner. He not here right now. That song Dime. You know, but we doing the clothes right now, and you know, I just want to plug my man because, like, I really feel like, you know, this brother right here, like, I've been rocking with him since the boy Steve. I met you at Steve's joint. So,
yeah, it's been a minute.
You know, patience and perseverance, man. Right. He motivate me because, like, that's what it's about. Passion, music, clothes, whatever you doing. If you consistent with it, that shit gonna pop. Like, it don't matter. Like,
and see, that's hip hop right there.
That's what I'm saying.
The clothes, the way we dress, the way we talk,
exactly. We covering all bases, man. We covering all bases. Like, it's about my man right now. Like, you know, I didn't really get to hear the whole project, but everything I heard so far, I came up here to grab the CD. Like, I'm like, yo, I need that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna go listen to the whole thing, but everything I heard, I know is a go.
Exactly. So I've been sweating them all day on Facebook, on the gram. Like, what my copy, man? What my copy? You know what I'm saying?
You had one with your name on.
Yeah, you know, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. Everybody, you know, I put my little touches on a couple of tracks on there,
as you should,
and it came out lovely. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about that.
Man,
I mean, I actually got to be a part of the creation of this album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
And the artwork, like you said, that jacket he got on in the front of that at the boys
and on the back.
Okay.
Look on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
look what I did on the back though. He ain't even peek.
See the artwork on the album, you know what I mean?
I ain't even know. Like, I ain't even know it. Like, he got the other jacket on.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And see, that's what it's all about, man.
Support you, man.
It's all about supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? We support each other, man, and we all out here grinding. You know, trying to make something happen for ourselves.
Right. It's enough for everybody, man.
Exactly, man. You know what I mean? It's enough for everybody out here. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, we doing it independent. You know what I mean? And that's one of the hardest things to do when you dedicate your time, your effort, your bread to a project. You know what I mean? With no financial backing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's one thing. That's one thing. That's a whole nother monster right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this dude's with millions putting out trash.
Yeah.
Every day. They don't know what they want until you give it to them, man.
You gotta change.
You gotta do. He gotta do exactly what he doing, bro. Like,
exactly.
Power team, I gotta do exactly what I'm doing because everybody else, they just, you know what I mean, trying to keep up with the Joni following trends, man. And that ain't hip hop. You know what I mean? You go back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sound like Busta Rhymes. Ain't nobody sound like everybody was
different.
Yeah, and that's why the shit was so hot. But now everybody sound like Future. Everybody sound everybody sound like whoever popping.
Everybody jumping on the bandwagon of what's happening right now.
Listen. I never heard so many people in the era trying to sound like one situation.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be drill music. Internal music coming from Philly. It shouldn't.
Exactly.
No. Philly always was.
We always had our own.
We was always known for being the standout. Like you go down to Atlanta, you from Philly, you getting everything moving down there.
Right. Right. I was actually listening to I listened to Moni Love this morning on the radio when she had Beans on there. You know what I mean? And you know, he was talking about financially wise, like how good they had it back then. Yeah. Compared to now, whereas that Rockefeller was a machine. Yeah. Def Jam had them. They had limos and all this and that. Right. Now they doing everything themselves. Yeah. And he said that sort of spoiled them. Right. You know what I mean? It spoiled them because they got used to, being picked up in a limo, taken to the show and back to the hotel. And,
taking all that out your 360 deal.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like now,
ain't none of that free.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do what I'm doing, get my man Rob Schwartz that's known for putting out hip-hop classics. You know what I'm saying? Rob Schwartz, that the boy that I'm distributed by, who made Sony, he done broke In My Lifetime. Right. Okay. He done heard what was that Uptown Saturday Night by Camp Blow. Right. And shout out to Sonny Chiba. I was with them last week. Right. Got crazy co-signed by them. You know what I'm saying? So
nice right there.
The whole thing is you got these people in these offices that don't know nothing about the culture, putting out garbage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Rob Schwartz is he's of the culture, and he feel what I'm doing. He believe in it. And he pushing it somewhere else. I'm gonna keep going like that. I ain't hype about having a major label deal because a lot of them getting shelved. A lot of them is tax write-offs. A lot of them is gimmicks. If you they shelf.
So signing a major deal ain't always cracked up what it's supposed to be. Right. You know what I mean? You might sign a major deal and not make no money. You might make 10 cents off of each album you sell. You know what I mean? Depending on what type of deal you sign. But those are the type of deals that guys are accepting, just to
get that 15 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But I say it's sort of like a double-edged sword. Yeah, everybody knows them. Right. Their music is across the country. And in Europe and in Japan and everywhere.
But with that's what I'm saying.
That ain't got nothing
with the internet. You don't need none of that no more.
Exactly. But they ain't making no bread. So,
Why not? Who you talking about? The people that sign?
I'm talking about the people that sign that's making 10, 15 cents off of each
album. What they say making the most money right now? Tech 9.
Tech 9 is the highest.
Tech 9 is touring.
Tech 9 is making...
He's the highest selling.
He turned down, how much? 60 million to sign? He turned down $60 million.
He's the highest. He's the highest.
He knows.
Who else doing anything? The boy Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, he's selling Nipsey Hussle for $1,000.
Yeah. For one CD, he getting a stack.
That's crazy.
5,000 for one CD, because if people respect your craft and you doing it from the muscle, like it don't really matter. Like the people, because this is where we at right now. This is what really matter, because once, like Meek, Meek, like the ghetto raised Meek up. Like he like the hottest thing out of Philly right now. Right. So. But he put so much work in on the street, you know what I'm saying? But then once you get rich, nobody don't like you no more. Yeah. Cause it's like people can't, and it's funny.
They can't relate to you now.
It ain't even that they can't relate. It's like they looking for something that ain't tainted. You know what I'm saying?
They're actually looking to relate to. I can't relate to a rich guy that's driving Bentleys and living in a big mansion. I can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I can relate to where you came from to get to that point.
No, but you know what? My man gonna get rich. I'm gonna get rich. So you ain't gonna relate to Dell no more when he up.
No,
it depends on your. It depends on your
content.
Talking about.
Content of what you're talking about. Right. Or you look at Mos Def.
I look at what.
Rich.
You know what? I look at Biggie.
Talk about money though.
Biggie's first album. And then his second album, before he passed away, his second album, it wasn't like he wasn't talking about being broke no more. He was talking about he just elevated his game.
But he was still motivating people.
Yeah, but he was still.
But he was so lyrical that it ain't even matter. Like
that's just it. Like, that's Dell P right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's Dell P.
Lyrical.
It depends on your lyrical ability. Yeah. It depends on your lyrical ability to make that
your mindset, like
to make that transformation from a broke artist to a rich artist, and still keep your same fan base, still keep your same content. Right. Still, like I look at J. Cole. J. Cole is one of those artists. He's rich now, right? But he's still putting it in. Yeah, he's still getting it out. That's what he's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Giving back or getting rich and then letting other people know that they can be like that. Not just I'm stunting on you, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to rhyme about what you got all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because see, after your first album, we already know what you got.
True. That's about
now what you got to talk about.
Right.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I really like Meek Mills, but I'm at a point with him like I'm tired of hearing about how much money you got and how many
Right.
Talk about something else. You know what I mean?
But you know what though? You gotta let him go ahead and ride his wave. Cause like Beans and all of them, they did the same thing.
Yeah.
Beans started talking about money. You know what I mean? It's Philly like it's us. Like he ain't Meek hot. Beans was hot. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, Meek more hotter than Beans was, like, lyrically.
No, he's not.
Right.
But,
he's
you
not.
know, he don't, like, that's another generation. You gotta realize we get older.
It's a totally different generation.
Yeah. We gotta appreciate those guys, because, like.
It's a totally different generation from Beans' era. I came up during Beans' era.
Right.
Now, I was around his age, you know, during that time.
I was
a little older.
With it.
A little older. You know what I'm saying?
I was
but see, I know where he's coming from, and I know what he's talking about. But Meek Mill's era, I didn't come up in that era.
Right.
I was a DJ already when he blew.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm listening.
You come from the bars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he come from and where I come from is two different times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what makes an MC.
Right.
If you can transcend the times, like I look at LL, right? LL's not really a relevant rap artist right now, but he can come out.
The test of time.
But see, LL can come out with a hit record like that.
Yeah, you can.
Still.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's to me what makes an artist.
Yeah, just like Busta or
you know what I'm saying?
Like Common. Common is another one. Common is rich.
Right.
Thought is rich. You know what I'm saying? They don't get
these dudes
the credit
do it for the
you know
love.
what I'm saying?
Like,
but
they do it for the love, man.
Ear to the street.
Right.
I mean, you gotta keep your ear to the street, but you also have to incorporate your life into your music.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about Drake. I like Drake because he incorporates his life into his music.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? The stuff that he goes through on a daily basis, where we can relate to that. No matter how much bread you got, you talking about
something that you personally did.
Yeah, your feelings. You're talking about your feelings.
Right.
When rap artists talk about their feelings, then I can relate to how you feel about a certain situation. It ain't really have nothing to do with no bread, but it's just the way you feel about a certain situation. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what he's great at. He's great at that. You know what I mean? He's real sensitive and he's real emotional in his music. And see, that's what a lot of artists don't do. Right. They want to portray this artist. They want to portray this image of rah rah rah. I'm the street. I'm this. I'm that.
Right.
Out in the street. But when you go home to your wife or to your parents, you don't portray that image to your people. You know what I mean? So that to me, it makes a difference between a rap artist and a great rap artist. You know what I'm saying? That to me,
you know what I'm saying? You know, dudes ain't comfortable in their own skin. At the end of the day, I don't care what you doing. If you ain't happy with you, it's gonna show through whatever way you expressing yourself.
Right.
You know
right.
Persuading yourself, let alone persuading me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. I got to believe what you're saying.
Exactly.
I gotta believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You selling me your life.
Right.
You selling me your life. You selling me your life. You know what I'm saying? I gotta believe it though. You know what I'm saying? Like half these cats, I don't believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if it got a fancy hook and they got a nice a beat, then you buy into it. You don't believe it right away, but you know it grow on you after a while. You know what I'm saying?
It could be like, oh, I hear it all the time. It must be popping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's the generation we in. Like,
and see, as a DJ,
right.
Like my crowd reaction to what I play determines not if I like the song, but I get that crowd reaction. I know if I play this song. I'm in love with the call. Everybody go off. You know what I mean? The beat is hot,
right?
And the hook is hot,
right?
You know what I mean? Everything in between,
it's simple, but
everything in between don't really make
It don't.
To me, it don't really make no sense.
But you know what's crazy though? Think about the boy I'm Tyrone, right? The boy I'm Tyrone. Right now, right? He's known for that. I'm Tyrone, right? Last week, he was just a regular singing boy. You know what I'm saying? He had like 100 followers. He put that up, he got like 70,000 followers, right? Now when he go back to singing, everybody just gonna get it because they remember Op Tyrone.
Yeah.
Like the social media just.
But see, you know, I respect the game.
Right.
And social media right now, if you can get 1 million hits on whatever you're doing on social media,
right,
that will determine like money that you can possibly make in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Like we saying, man, it's a lot of nonsense. Like it's a lot of trash.
You know what?
But it's because of social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Social media can make somebody famous.
It lets you know the temperature of the minds of the people. That's what's so deep about it, because sometimes, man, if you whatever get attention now, it be the most ignorant stuff.
That's exactly why I brought that up.
Something stupid. So it's like, yo, do you really want to break through with that? Because like, some of the people that already broke through, they can do anything they want and it's going to get attention because they already broke through. But when you trying to break through, it's like, do I jump into, you know, something just to get noticed? Yeah. But then that define the whole rest of your career. Like, I mean,
that's what strike again.
We'll never hear him.
You will never hear him strike again and become a huge artist.
Right. He was just like Trinidad James, just like Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? They got their little
Chief Keef had a better wave than him though.
Right,
Chief
but they had
that got a little wave.
Yeah, but see, you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
In this day and age, that's all it takes. Is that one hit.
Right.
To get your foot in the door, to get the masses to hear you. But now, after that then what?
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you going after that?
But you could pretty much tell, man. Come on, like Chicken Noodle Soup, I'm in love with the Coco. You know that these are songs for children. These are for people that just
see the demographics. The demographics and ages, you know what I mean? It's like from like 15 to say 25.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like those are the demographics for the young music that they play on the radio now.
Right.
That's who they're aiming at. They're not aiming at people our age. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
they like, we don't even buy records no more.
Yeah.
They aiming at people that they can't download or buying something.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And those are the demographics. So I understand the way that they, you know, gear their, you know, music towards, because those are the people who run out and buy the records. You know what I mean? Those are the people that run out and buy the records. Now, as far as like, if Jay-Z put an album out, we gonna go buy it.
Yo, if Jay-Z put a record out that was saying "Save the Children" or something, the whole game would change. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see,
I put out a jump. I put out the Broken Glass. We gonna see what it do. But say if Jay would have did
jump on the remix. If Jay jump on the remix, you on?
Down. You know what I'm saying?
Like you on? Like,
the game crazy, man. Like back in the day,
jump on that joint.
It's definitely crazy.
Back in the day, Who Got the Props came out when Snoop and them was running it, right? Buckshot ain't need Snoop, he ain't need no cosign. You just got busy, just like who else? Sounds of Mission.
Souls of Mission.
Souls of Mission.
Souls of Mission.
Far Side, like it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, because every coast had
it's a different time now.
Everybody,
that's what I'm saying. We try to bring that back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Try to bring that where you can be you ain't gotta sound like this dude over here or this dude from here. Right. But you know, like I said, man, the new beginning came out yesterday. It's doing great.
All right, well, let's get into one more track, man, before we let you get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hear something that I did on. Which one of them tracks I did? You know, I'm being a little selfish myself. You know what I mean? But this is my show. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear some of my scratches on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Put the intro.
All right, the intro. All right, I'm gonna put the intro going on. One of my favorite tracks on this joint. You know what I mean? Intro, number one. This is definitely one of my favorite tracks. And I was in the studio, and I seen this thing manifest. You know what I mean? So, you know, I already know. You know what I mean? How it's going down. That's some real fish. There we go. Let's check this joint out, y'all. DJ Greg Nice, and this is a new FM radio show with DJ Greg Nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm by myself. Got Trizzy the Mouth in the building. I got Spidey in the building. Dell P in the building. I got Ace Spitz in the building. You know what I mean? Tar Movement is definitely in the building. Clothes extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, y'all. 88.1 FM. Let's go.
My confidence provides me with try to go out and get it. No time to sit, turn my mind on I make promises. Fuck got me quick, and the eyes again through it all. That's what it is, success is already working. This rhythm made me since I was born. 6 minutes or more, like get fresh. When your mark gets set, ready to go. And here's a pillow for all those that sweat. Knowing easy's a death threat. Secret that's best kept, breathing fine, dropping 9 stop receiving checks. Yeah, I'm royalty. Big shout out to those supporting me, running the underground attack. Well, I'm sure